What's up, man?
How are you?
Great. How are you
You
doing?
need to get it made.
Made? I know I do. Just
To
for
make
sure
sure that
nobody.
it's like or catches on this as a fire.
We just started streaming. Nobody's on, so
Oh,
they can see that camera, but it only goes to about like here.
is that a Prussian or is that a
That's an AI generated image. I'm gonna do a new figure drawing, but I have like on the like whoever your chick
do
selling.
you do more AI stuff these days?
Well, I don't want to, but like so this is how it looks right now. So this is actually us on stream.
Mm-hmm.
Um, nobody watches, hardly anybody, but um, yeah, but like this AI because like the models that I've had before sometimes they're like, oh well, that was fine before, but now I want the video down. So
Oh yeah.
whenever like on stream, I just do AI so the video.
Oh, look at me, that isn't that nice?
Yeah,
Is that new?
that is yeah, that is. I'm almost done with it. Well, so this is how I say okay, like that's a variety like this. So that's how I build it for me. Eventually, you know. Oh yeah. Will be background wall. Yeah, that's the and what's cool is I will make existence keeping the living supporting a own working on. So I can't start the thing that will be much easier to what I have had in them. Help old on will Kansas will help to rest.
Oh, yeah. So this is my thought. Well, I did that. So you can do that. And then how it startled me. Yeah, something floating, and like I said, I was taking these big piles that I was throwing them on there, and it could have been one of them seemed like over here when I stood up, down on my neck. And I went, whoa, what is that? And I looked around, it's the moon. There was nothing around me. Nothing flew away. So, yeah, it's maybe some people obviously, well, that's better. It's much likely. I mean, I'm thinking Gary like. So anyway, let's first say that. So that's that one, and that is so that's Tuesday at 10:30. Yeah, I can do it. I mean, it's just a question of here's the have to say. Here it is. Yesterday. Yes. there's like a little, yeah, no problem. But that's not a, but that's, I don't think that's a, fight, I think it's a. Info. And then this is today. So you don't have to feel like that. It says the symptoms could take up to 2 months. But once the symptoms don't, I'm gonna go.
But I think that, that, having this thing, I didn't mind, off with the ride, yeah, but very serious care that. But driving is what, I think, is how, definitely, find that.
In your butter, you know, off. Go on there. Wow. Well, hey, he was like, he kind of walked in his work, one down five. Yeah, that's the way that it is. But I think that's the only place to do it. I try to call health for them. But I like, but it's like, yeah, it's so low. Like, I don't really think I would see. I didn't see it when I got I, there's nothing small, but I let's see what time it is that they, I just get, I have a very heightened sense of worry these days. I think it's because of all the stuff I'm dealing with at home. All I do is sit and catastrophize with the things like this. My oldest, next older brother would have said that nothing.
They say, yeah, I mean, like, I don't think it's, I personally don't think it is, but it's the crazy thing is there's no cure for it. That's what, where they'll get you with this stuff. So they say it's within 30, they come out within 30 to 60 minutes after sunset.
When it's sunset.
Well, sunset, when is sunset right now? That was, okay.
That was Tuesday. But if I disturb them, they might have come out early.
Sunset is around 8:30.
Oh, this
So-
was like 7:50.
So they say after sunset 36. So yeah, they still would have been asleep. So you could have like woken them up. But I mean, like normally, like if you do this, like I don't, you probably see something flying off, or it probably would flutter around.
Yeah, my back guy that did my exclusion work, I
Yeah.
talked to him, Teresa, the son of the guy that worked with. He said that they won't fly off of you since they fall or try to gain their flight coming off of you. He said it's highly unlikely that it would fly off.
So that pretty much said right there that it's not a bat. Fine, it's probably if you're throwing ivy around.
I don't, the fact that I don't know what it was. It was kind of weird, and it definitely startled me, so because I didn't know what it was. And you don't see anything else back there that just is like hanging on the back of my shirt or something. I think I kind of would have.
And plus, you know what, the bat bites I was looking at, they looked like somebody got freaking bit.
Yeah, they're too far.
Yeah, that looks like it looks healed up, like you had it before.
Well, it might have been
It
before.
gabbed over. That looks like it's like a week old, whatever it is.
Well, I went to the doctor's office and the nurse practitioner looked at me. I told her it's around. Looked at it.
That's not a lot.
And then she says, "You don't have any symptoms, do you?" And I said, "Are you like inflamed or do you feel sick?" And I said, "Well, that's not true because the symptoms don't show up for a long period of time." So when she starts saying all that, I'm thinking, you don't really know what's talking about. So now I don't know how much faith
they
to put in.
spread themselves the more.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know.
So,
That's if
but
you
I
say
don't know,
it's right.
my daughter thinks she's a doctor, and if you need to go. Hello. Okay, how are you? I'm good. Right, but I don't know.
What's up, guys? Sorry, my friend he's not sure if he got hit in the back of the head with a bat, so it came to me to ask. Should be okay. He's fine. Good man. Very good man. Shut up, QFX, little cock. Yeah, he's a really good man. He takes care of his wife, who has dementia too. So a lot of guys just abandon their wives or husbands or whatever. They just leave at that point. But he doesn't. He's taking care of her in his house. Solid. He's going through the same thing I am. Oof. 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 Rough. How are you guys doing? What the hell is text to speech not working here? 1 second. Something's off, isn't it? Something is off. Give me a second. I need to fix this. There we go. Stream. Try this now. There we go. That's it. We should have it. Shouldering me to say something for me, will you?
Sharikitten
There
says.
it is.
Kagak JL. Sharikitten says. Saying
Saying
things
things.
LOL.
Saying things. You see where he is.
Sharikitten says. HDFDFGS.
But for chair is here, right? Yeah. But
Sharikitten
for
says.
this one's for you, man.
Okay, it works on both.
You get you. It's there. Top is there. Okay. All right, that should work. Doesn't make sense. I'm being so damn stupid right now. You guys are quiet. You know, Thursdays, not a lot of people are around, I don't think.
QFX says. Who was your friend again? What did he want?
He had a incident outside when he was working. He was making sure it wasn't a bat, which I don't think it is, and the docs don't think it is either. But he's on the phone with somebody.
Kitten says. Bat or bird, right?
Yeah.
QFX says. Did Brian say anything or did he just drop you no word?
I'll tell you guys in a second about that. No, not at all, man.
Are you in the middle of the thing?
No. It's like there's hardly anybody on right now. Who was that?
It's the county people.
Yeah.
So, something like that.
Signature.
Which is highly unlikely. I doubt it's anything, but you never know. And if you want peace of mind, you just go get the vaccine.
Yeah.
And she said we usually tell people if they know they're exposed to that, they can get it anyway. But she said most of the bats they're finding these days are negative because they have a program where they bait them and then inoculate them all.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah. So she said they rarely have any rabies. But she also said that they generally, you had your first big shot in the rear end. Where did you have contact with your bat?
Back of my head.
Oh, because she said they might do shots originally around the site of the exposure. Did
like,
and she said you should try to get it done sooner rather than later, like what they say, like within 10 days. But anytime before.
Did you wash afterwards? Did you?
I took a shower, but I didn't. Probably fine.
I mean, like.
She said, I said, but it could take up to 2 months. She goes,
Saliva, you know, it's saliva. So I mean, that bite.
see, I probably did this, and then I don't know what I did with my hands after that. So.
She's.
What would you do?
What would I do? If I had good insurance that I knew is like, okay, what I would do, if you have anything else you need done, get your deductibles.
Oh, we're way past that with my wife. So
well then, just go.
She said you go to urgent care.
Go to urgent care. Let's go to urgent care and get it done. If you don't care about shots, that's the thing. If it's not, if the cost isn't a problem, here's the thing. The benefit is you'll have peace of mind, number one, which is important. Number two, you're gonna like you want to make the deductibles.
Yeah.
Make sure it's covered because this is big. But that's why because then you next time say you do get bitten by a bat or something, you don't need to get the globulin shot or anything like that. It's just I think you just get one shot. So it's just a hassle.
You don't get the globulin at what?
The globulin is only the first time.
Oh.
So like once they give you globulin and then they give you 4 shots after that, every time after, like if you get exposed, you just come in.
I don't know why.
You get one shot.
The only reason I'm worried about it is because I don't know what it was.
Well, I would look again. again, how many times, like, I have can't tell you how many times again, like, well, and so many times, like, some brushes on these things, this happens so much. You could get tick bites and never be able to eat meat, stuff like that. You know, there's so many things, so many, well, man, you worry about them, you know, it's so rare. But my thing is, if if you already have everything covered and if insurance is gonna cover it, go get the shot. Go get it. Why not? Just go get it. That way you're not gonna be wasting your time worrying about it. So it'll be 2 months.
Windy City
I
1828
just
says,
make sure it doesn't have
me.
any side effect for my various heart things, which I doubt it does.
I would look into it. If there's any side effects or anything like that, don't get it and don't worry about it. Just make a decision, not worry about it because chances are you don't have it. I'm thinking you don't have it, but it's gonna keep you peace of mind. You've already covered the deductible, so just go ahead and take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And then the next time if something happens, you only need one shot. You don't need to go through the hassle of getting all the shots. You'll be like,
I'm
well,
67, I hope I'll be next time. No, might be for you.
oh, I don't think probably tonight somehow. Yeah. You're always welcome to hang around while I stream and do things. All they do is just cover the ground the whole time.
Yeah, which,
He's doing good. Yeah, they're good.
you can't do it.
I'm fine. I'm just like, I'm fine with that. It's been chill, but it's just kind of she's crazy.
Windy City 1828 says,
But, you know, there's no escape.
I see a tiny Lewis in the mirror.
Yeah, I actually overslept by an hour today, which I was really upset because I woke up at 9. But then I felt like so much better, so I was like, this is actually.
Yeah, you need your rest.
Yeah, I actually needed it, so it's good to have this stuff, but.
Well, like I said, I'm pretty sure my heart issue was related just to the stress.
I'm sure it is. I
mean,
it is so hard.
I'm running and eat well and all that kind of stuff, not only drink, and so to have that happen.
Yeah, it is.
It's a marathon.
Yeah.
Have to pace yourself, and it's very hard because you tell yourself, well, nobody else is doing it, I'm okay, I gotta do it. And
Well, I've been really trying to relax more on the out when I can, especially it's like being in that red sauna. I've been trying to sit down, smoke a cigar, and read at night, try to take advantage. Even if it's dark out there, it's just so it's peaceful. And so I'm kind of trying to, which has helped me quite a bit. But getting, it's like developing tools right now. A lot of stress, even though there's stress, it kind of gets better. So that's because as long as you, my thing is psychological. So physically, it's like I'm not heartbroken, but I am, which I think is the worst. But like, crazy, so our refrigerator broke. And so it was the beginning of the period tomorrow, but my mom was stressed out. So I was like, she did a good job. And I had to pull her away, put her down, so we'll not relax. Trying to get her to unwind, but trying to manage her. She doesn't.
well, you're doing an amazing job. You really are. I know because I know what it takes.
Yeah.
Most of your friends probably say, "Oh, you're very good at those other." But honestly, I have no idea what you do because you know day to day. Yeah, it's just unrelenting. My friend Ed Shaw is writing a book in anticipatory grief, and he sent me a chapter that said, "Can you comment on some of this?" I said, "Oh yeah, yeah." And I sent him some notes. It's a long road. Do you have any idea what your dad's prognosis is? They don't really know, but they kind of monitor the decline. They don't have
That's
a
what
program.
can they do? I mean, and most of the time they would decline
Future oil painter says,
very
"Do booty mama."
aggressively, because I think most people don't want to have to get painted. It's like what people are behind it.
Well, there's no doubt he's still alive because you're taking care of him. I've been told that my wife is still alive. She's not.
Future oil painter says,
That she's in a facility.
"Sorry, was on a call at work."
Thing I know, I get people keep, I know, and that's the hard.
They tend to aspirate there because they see them quickly and they go, I'm trying to get to the next person.
See, that's the problem, is that like people, it's like, I don't blame a lot of the fans, some of the fans, but for others that, other employees that care, like, what are they gonna do? And they're forced to do this, and then what type of option is that? Like putting in a care facility? It manages debt. It's like deals debt. It really does. It makes it, like, and they take your money when they do it. It's just, oh.
Yeah, and then the people that work there are not the best.
No, they're horrible.
We just had a new caregiver come. They sent me one for evening time because I'm trying to get from 5 to 9 at night so that I can take a break. And they sent a woman, she's had 4 heart attacks. She's still smoking and she's going to have the open heart surgery and she won't get smoked. So she's finally done. And they sent another woman and she's really lazy. And so her last day is tomorrow. They got to send yet another person and we're just trying to find the right.
I mean, amateur hour right now. It's so amateur hour.
If you think about the kind of work you do, it takes a special person.
Future oil painter says,
True.
"Looking like he already did a week's worth of work for me in 5 minutes."
They're motivated. They think it's part of their faith. They're really good at it. But these others, if they're doing it for the money, it's horrible. It's a horrible way to make money, and you can make more money doing other stuff. You know?
And they're normally not nice people either. I know. It's horrible.
So, but you're every now and then you do have to stop and give yourself some grace.
You're right.
You got to do that because I think you're the same way. It's like get the job done.
We are.
Failure's not an option.
We're put in that position.
Yeah.
So that's like things. So
Take a break every now and then.
well, meanwhile, we need you to.
Oh, so I went to my Rotary lunch Tuesday.
Keep on talking. I'm gonna be drawing, but
I had a raffle. Guess what the raffle was?
What was it?
Buffalo Trace Bourbon. Guess who won the raffle?
Really? You did?
I was
Is it
going to not take it. And then I thought, well, don't celebrate this.
Yes.
So I
Look, we get together again and listen to
I'm
guitar.
around. So I'll be here this
We
week.
laugh at John together, study him.
Can come in my backyard and look for bass.
Yeah.
All right. See you later. Thanks, bud.
It's good to see you.
All right. Take care.
Yeah, stop on whatever you want.
Yeah, but I'll
All right, I'll see you. Take care. Nobody panic. I'm back. Sorry. We're back.
Windy City 1828
Windy City,
says,
what's up? What's up,
"Nice
Guerrero?
to see you, Lewis."
Guerrero? Good seeing you too. Good hearing you in text to speech, rather.
Future oil painter says, "Looking good, Luth."
Thank you, but for sure. Probably goes over that way.
Future oil painter says, "Remember, it's one big boob."
On singular. C3PO's screaming at. love this song so much. It's so
QFX
stupid.
says, that guy about to get hit with the 20K bill.
He already met his deductible. He takes care of his wife, and so I told him he should go ahead and do it. It'll give him peace of mind if he can. That's my. I think he should. I mean, I don't think he has it, but last thing I'd be like, yeah, you're fine, and then he's dead like in a month. Like he's fine. He is fine. There's no way that's that. Singular activate. This was a spoof, a Star Wars spoof, and a YouTube channel. It's hilarious, and this song's in it. It's not a
Future
musical,
Oil
but
Painter says, he can get a loan from the mob, hell be fine.
right,
QFX says, I mean he ain't gonna start biting you within 5 minutes.
he's fine. He'll be fine. I'm changing this part up some.
Future Oil Painter says, okay. QFX says, did Brian say anything?
No, no, he's not responding. So can't. There's nothing I can do about that, man.
Future Oil Painter says, I swear to me it looked like one big boob.
But for chair,
QFX says,
like you.
damn, so you messaged him.
I asked him if he's coming to his lesson. There was no response. Then I called him at 7 o'clock. He saw the text, didn't respond. Then 7 o'clock, I gave him a call, and he never responded. So, or he didn't pick up, and the voicemail is full. So, look, I mean, I have given him every single chance, and I have been a damn good teacher to him. Very patient, and he's done damage to our class. And I can't control
QFX
people.
says, I'm not surprised, honestly, he was packing up quick.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you expect. It's like, I don't know how many times I have to say no politics. And then I don't know why that, like, starts talking about inflation, but every time he gets into economics, he goes into politics and he gets angry and he gets belligerent and he starts attacking
QFX
people every
says,
time.
you said something which made him immediately pack up.
Yeah, I did. Well, at first I was very patient and, look, the whole thing bothers. Like, I'm bothered by it because he's my friend, but I feel like I've been put in an impossible position. Like I don't know what to do. I'm very disappointed. I mean, whole thing. I don't know how I could have done it any different because he pushes
Windy
me to
City
this point where I don't
1828
have a.
says, Lewis, what part of the state's you from?
I
Sorry
I
for
live in
veering
North.
off your current topic.
No, no, I live in
Future
North
Oil Painter
Carolina.
says, it's funny how some people don't change some of the childhood bad little traits.
I just I have tried my best to help him and be a good teacher to him, and
QFX says, what
you
can
know,
you do? He only wants to talk politics and you don't want to hear it, so it just doesn't work out.
I mean, it's just he listens to the radio all day long. Whenever like he's walking and he reads these books, which I think is good to stay informed, but I think it's unhealthy a certain degree of media consumption. And I think depending on what type of media it is, it can be unhealthy. I mean, a lot of it's extremely inflammatory. And by design, it doesn't mean that's wrong or right. That's irrelevant, but I don't think it's healthy for people to consume that. Now, I'm not his mom. The reason why I start talking about it and start having to control him, which I hate being in the position of being a parent, which me of all people should not be parenting anybody, especially, but I find that I am parenting people who are, and they're much that are older than me, and there are a lot of instances that I don't talk to you guys about, and I am always the person parenting people, and it's but I'm frustrated because Brian's I've known him for a long time, and I consider him a friend, and it's very frustrating when I have tried so hard to teach him and to help him, and then he doesn't even show up for the lesson. At least fucking tell me, give me a reason, or say, hey, I'm just not coming. Instead, I'm here waiting for him.
QFX says,
It's so
you're
disrespectful.
always pissed when he enters the room, prob for the better.
I
Future
am
Oil
not
Painter says, yeah, it's
angry,
hierarchy, about mentor to pupil.
but I'm not the type of person who gets off on having to control people. Like some people enjoy that
Future
position.
Oil
I
Painter
don't. I
says,
hate it.
age is irrelevant in a mentor pupil.
Well, in terms of knowledge in whatever craft, sure, but it should not. But it is. It shouldn't be the way emotionally, right? Somebody who is older should have their shit together. And if me, I'm having to.
Future Oil Painter says,
That's not a good sign.
right.
That's not a good sign. Like I mean, he's upset, and I feel bad he is, but what do I do? Like, I asked him to stop talking about it, and then he starts attacking me over it. And I was nice, I was nice, I was nice. Then I wasn't nice. I didn't say fuck you or anything. I didn't. There's a difference
QFX says,
between
but damn, you lost it over this PPI crap.
the PPI crap. I don't know what that is, but I mean, I didn't lose it. Like I wasn't like out of control at all. I was just I just got firm and I was angry and I said I I'll try to paraphrase what I said. Kept on attacking. You don't know this. You don't know that. Do you know this? Nobody knows this. I'm the only one in here who knows this. And I think I said something like, dude, I don't fucking care. I am so damn tired of this. Just stop it. How many times have I asked you?
QFX
That's
says,
essentially what I said.
he said something like, do you know what PPI is? And you
Yeah.
lost it.
Because he's being an asshole about it. And he's saying nobody in the class knows this stuff. And it's just, I'm trying to run a class and it's late and I don't need it. And we've had these conversations. I've had more conversations with him about it. He drove me crazy and it's been going on for years. That's why. And I just said I'm tired of this. I'm so sick of this. There's many different inflation indexes. I get it. But I also don't care right now. Like it's not that I can't have conversations about it. It's just historically it's always, you know, he attacks people with this stuff. It's not productive. Like I don't care about like I'm not emotionally bound to whether or not we have inflation. Well, I am. I don't want inflation. We do have major inflation right now. Fine. Okay, but we're in a drawing class. The problem is that it'll always go back to politics, always. And it's not that I don't agree with what he's saying. It's
Future
just
Oil
he's being
Painter
an asshole
says,
about it. It's not the
one
right
way I
place.
think of it, his mind is not all in or passionate about drawing while he is drawing. QFX says, if he acts all elitist about knowing this shit, it's just annoying.
That's my point. Thank you. And it doesn't do his like he says. Here's the other thing. You know how hard it is to find models here? I have two. Next month, I didn't have any, and we got a third one. Because Matt with the hat, he got me one today, and I was like, dude, our class is in trouble. Well, people leave because of this stuff. And I'm not one of these, you guys know this. I'm not one of these people who tries to censor people, but I try to make things like reasonably chill. Nobody wants to hear that stuff. Like, And half the things, not all of them, he's been getting nuts with this stuff, but like they're things like I agree with. So it's not like
Future Oil Painter
I
says,
stop him because I
could call a
disagree with
girl
him.
from blankpage.com.
But it's just, I'm sorry to go like this is how it is, guys. I mean, and look, it takes a lot to get me to the point where I have to be firm like that with somebody, you know? But I don't know what people expect if they want to stay on that for that long a period of time and be disrespectful. You can't act surprised when, I get firm. I again, I hate being in that position where I have to lecture somebody. I really do. It makes me
Future
angry.
Oil Painter says, yup, don't beat yourself up about it.
I'm
You
not
were
beating
more than
myself up
patient.
or and I'm just explaining to you guys because I'm the type of person I say, okay, there's nothing I can do, so there's no sense in letting it get to
QFX
you,
says,
right?
LMAO, I think Terry thought you were about to fight him when you went out the door.
Terry always thinks that. But I'm not going to go and fight somebody. I don't get into fights. I don't do that. I always break the fights up, you know? I walked out to make sure that he had paid. I said, if you're going to walk out, you better have left a 20, because I don't know what he's doing, and I was angry at him. I am. But I mean, in my opinion, given the context that this has been going on for years, I gave
QFX
him
says,
so many
that's
chances.
another thing, attacking you with a chair ain't cool.
Well, he
Future
was
Oil Painter
messing, he
says,
was joking with it. He was
Terry
not a real
watches too
attack.
many action movies, lol.
Well, it might be Terry doesn't know, and I might have looked like I probably did look like I was going to fight him, but I can tell you, like, I would never do that. Terry should know better, but I think he did that once too, when this kind of happened before, and where I went out in the hall to rebuke. That was more direct with Brian. Um, and Terry thought I was going to fight him, and I wasn't. I was extremely reasonable, and I brought him outside where nobody, like, we're outside of our workplace, so people in the hall couldn't hear. I contained the situation, and I got my point across
Future
in a
Oil
reasonable
Painter
manner to
says,
him. That's what I did.
he thought you were gonna go John Wick on M.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, guys, it's just the whole thing is just childish. It really is. It was so unnecessary. But what am I supposed to do? Like, if you ask somebody to stop and they don't, and they just keep on ramping up, and I know where he's going, I know him better than most people. What am I supposed to do? Like, I could have probably handled it better. I could have just said, look, just go out or something or whatever, leave or whatever. Like, I could have done that, I guess. It pissed me off though. I mean, I don't know what you expect. You know, I, I don't I don't like it. Okay, it's just like I said, I still consider him my friend, but I mean, let me tell you something. I would never not show up to
Future
somebody who's
Oil
trying to
Painter
help me
says,
draw, especially if
like
they're
we say in
having
Chicago,
me in
if
the
he comes
studio.
back, say forget about it, but don't do it again. Windy City
I mean,
1828 says, to me, Lewis, you appear to be a very patient guy, a good listener
thank
and
you.
fair. Got
I
to
think I
say,
am.
I
I
have
try to
no
be.
idea who Brian is.
Well,
QFX says,
he's a good
is
guy.
he
He is.
talking with the models about economics too, lol?
Yes, and the thing is that they say they don't mind, but we've had people leave before, and I know they're uncomfortable. And what's the point? Like, what's the point? It's just like there's so many other things. He is so much fun.
QFX
He
says,
really is. Like, he could be
he
doing
thinks they really give a
something
shit
else.
about that, lol.
He feels like he needs to educate people because he's the only educated person there, and he knows everything and nobody else knows anything, and that's how he comes off. And I've told him this before. It's frustrating to me. I told him, I said, you are a smart man, but you don't know how to sell it. And I think that you're very unfair to people sometimes. Like, nobody wants to listen to you say this stuff. Half the things you say I agree with, but I just want you to be quiet because you just pissed me off. I've said this to him before, you know? I have. I, but see, there it is. I mean, look, at some point you just got to let it go because I can't control the man. I'm much younger than he is, and I don't feel right telling older people how to act. I just don't. I mean, there is a degree of humor to it that obviously we find, but like I don't like that he's not responding, and I'm upset, but I'm upset because I have people in the studio. A lot of artists don't let people in their studios. That's a big deal. Like they'll go meet somewhere else. You go to an artist studio, you should be respectful to the place. But I want to, I genuinely want to help him, and that's the other thing. I've spent a lot of time trying to get him to do the work. And you can't force people to do the work if they're not into it and motivated. So I blame myself for that. So that's the lesson I learned. I'm not going to teach people like directly here unless there's somebody who I know is going to like go for it. But I'm done with it's not worth the money to me anymore because that divides the day up. So I mean, teaching wise, done with that. You know, like it just backs me up. I can make more money painting. The reason why I teach is because I genuinely want to help the people. This is off, man.
Future oil painter says. Yep, I'm the military, we respected younger officers, we would joke around, but respect was there.
Exactly. Like, and that's the thing is, and people say, oh, well, your class is like this, you kind of like ask for it. No, I'm just asking for some common sense. Like, I don't want to have it to be like, you know, me censoring words and all this stuff and trying to like put a safe space up. That's not it. And the thing is that I do blame myself because really I should have kicked him out before because this stuff just keeps on happening. But I've been very patient. You know what? This is not how to go about the drawing, by the way. Sort of news. Guess what? Fix it like we always do. Because that's what I do. I always fix my mistakes. I
QFX
make those
says.
mistakes.
Yeah, that OID way too small. Windy City 1828 says. I feel Brian should join a group for serious discussions etc. and come to your lessons to improve his art. Leave his political ideas at home. Sorry, Brian.
I think he's
Future oil painter
I
says.
think he might be on the
Looks
spectrum a
like
little
you
bit and he
did 2
can't
weeks
help
of
it.
work in 15 minutes for me.
Well, that's why I'm showing you how to do this, but you got to keep in mind I'm trying to keep it very basic, but that's why I said this isn't how you get this done. Um, but for chair, you got to keep in mind I've done so many of these things, and everything that I do well is because I've messed it up about 100 times or 1,000, probably 1,000. Like I mean a lot, an embarrassing amount of times. Like this is wrong. Yeah.
Future
I
oil
mean I'm
painter
frustrated
says.
with it, but I mean there's nothing I
You
can do
done
about
messed
it.
up son lol.
I probably could have handled it better, but I mean what I did, and there's no sense in. Oh, I wish I did it different. I mean, fine. It is what it is. There's no sense in saying I wish I could go back because that's just stupid. But also, I mean, again, it's probably best that he heard it from me, not somebody else, because
Future
he gets
oil
into
painter
these arguments
says.
with
Forget
strangers.
about it.
Yeah. at face. Oh, but for cheer, this is what I want to say. I understand for the streams you want to do this stuff and show people. Finish this one, but from now on, work. You need to be. You're doing things. You need
QFX
to be working
says,
from real
in the
life.
wrong neighborhood talking that he ain't coming back, man.
Don't work from AI. Okay, AI is just not there with this stuff. The anatomy's off, and I don't want you learning the wrong way. So you can figure out something else to stream, but the next figure drawing, I want it from
Future
um,
Oil Painter says, okay, real
which
life.
which I told you, yeah, which I specifically told you AI because we're doing value studies. Okay, so I'm not blaming you for this, but looking at this, I'm weighing it, and I really think you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I might actually. I was talking to Shutterme about this. I'm gonna have my pants on, but I'll do some photos like with the lighting that I want of myself as a model. Okay, because I know that I'm not gonna take that stuff down. All right, so I'll have my pants on. I'll try to make it like as much as possible. I just don't want to be butt ass naked. That's it. I don't want to intimidate people, but I'll do that because we need more men anyway. So do some of that stuff, and you can do a charcoal or something. All right. But if we find, ideally, we find like some pics that are real with a good background, because all the other ones, it's like
QFX
horrible
says,
lighting.
at
Horrible
least
lighting.
make the pants wet, for the ladies. Future Oil Painter says, okay dookie, cling clang. Shuri Kitten says, I put some links in the Discord for RL references.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sherry and Mia, you did good with those links, by the way. I really appreciate that. I don't know what you just put in, but I know the thing where my pendulum was under attack before then, those two posts were pretty good. So you did a good job. All right, whatever that was. I actually tried to look at them from my phone, but
Windy City 1828 says, I will be tuning in for that, Lewis. QFX says, you think it was actually the WoW dudes dosing your site for weeks because of an arena loss?
dude,
That would be insane.
let me tell you something. That was probably one of the best things that could have happened to me because I went from redoing my website to getting a business plan. And if they didn't do that, I would not have even, I would still be doing the same thing. You see? See how I turned that? Did I panic once? Remember, we were on stream when Curry actually said your site is down on stream. Did I panic? No.
QFX says,
See, this is horrible. Why
but
am I?
for losing an arena game LMAO.
I know. It's unreal. Apparently life. That was something
QFX
else.
says, 4 weeks.
Well, I mean, I could have done it quicker, I guess, but whatever. Who cares? Get it? It's gonna be better. Like 4 weeks, that's not gonna make a difference. And I needed to redo my business strategy, honestly. I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, I'm just gonna start pricing the work as I want, and I'm not gonna care. I do not care
QFX
if
says,
somebody's like, that's too expensive. I'll
don't
be
they
like,
have
that's
to
what it
pay
is,
for that
man.
a lot?
What'd you say? Don't they have to pay for that a lot? Pay for what now? I mean, I've been underpricing a lot of the paintings I've been doing to get the work, and it's always paintings I don't want to do. And it's because I'm not with
QFX
the right
says,
clientele.
dosing the site.
Dossing? Um, I don't know, man. Do they have to pay to do that? I'm not sure how this works. I mean, can they do it themselves or something? I mean, the whole thing was just weird. But I also like, I don't care. I mean, if people want to waste their time doing that, fine. I mean,
Future Oil Painter says. Cherie, just previewed that real life link, and one nude Asian dude put his Johnson right in our face lol.
shit.
QFX says. It's basically an army of IPS connecting to your site till it overloads, they have to pay for those.
So somebody actually paid. All right. Well, then they
Cherie
wasted their
Kitten
money on
says.
that one.
Yep.
They can do that. I really, honestly, it's just, I'm not even upset about it. I know they're trying to get a rise out of me if they're doing this, and that's not how I work with this stuff. I mean, if I was more just observing what was happening, and then I said, I might as well just redo my website because it sucks anyway. It was literally it. And it did. This is horrible. What am I doing?
QFX says. You think they do that to everyone they lose to, so weird. Cherie Kitten says.
I think we
I
pissed them
don't
off,
think that
though.
attack was personal.
Oh,
All of WordPress was hacked.
there you go. Yeah, it might not have been them. Like, I don't think it was either, honestly. But well, that's the thing. And Shutter Me, yeah, I didn't get back to them. You said I should stay on them, but yeah, I'm not gonna give WordPress my business anymore. I mean, not after that. I mean, you have to like
Almond the Painter
manually do
says.
everything with that.
I just got back from an opening where I exhibited and I feel like strangling the judges.
Really? What happened? I want to hear this. It's a great opener, by the way. Very, very good opener.
Future Oil Painter says. Give us the juicy details.
Yeah.
QFX says. Hope you pay less now for the site lol.
Uh, I don't know, but if I'm doing well in the business, it doesn't matter. It's a business expense, brings in more money, you make it back. My thing is, does it function properly? Is it attractive? Right? My same view about women.
QFX says.
Sorry,
400 is steep.
I didn't have a filter there, but I never do. So I mean, just deal with it.
Future Oil Painter says. But I'll do those quick little oil sketch paintings. Future Oil Painter says. On streams I mean.
Yeah, I mean, do on stream what you can do. I want you to get. We need to find you good references with a dark background and like the lighting's good. And so I'm gonna take some pictures of myself. I'll do a couple, and I'll try to get the lighting right on it. We'll see what it is. I would look. I can get models, but again, I don't want to have them come up and say, "Hey, I want my pictures back after a while" or something. Which I know, like, I could probably legally bind them, but I'm not going to do that. It's such a headache.
Windy City 1828 says. Random question, Lewis, will you be taking a holiday this summer?
Um, that's a good question. I should, but I don't think I am. I know everybody's going to the beach in 2 weeks. Um, like everybody, meaning my brother and sister and their families and my mom. But I have to stay and watch after dad.
Future
So
Oil Painter says.
that will probably be my
Holidays.
vacation.
What without us?
Which I think they're going for 4 days. I need to take a vacation, but there's no solution to that right now. So it's okay.
QFX says. Damn.
I mean, I haven't had one in 4 or 5 years. Not one.
Windy City
It's rough, man.
1828 says. You're a
Physically,
good guy. Papa is your priority.
me, Papa. Y'all seen him though. Like, how can you say no to that? He's so cool. Dude, my angles are so are just off. Drawing like a second year or something. What's wrong with me? He's fun.
Future Oil Painter says. Reddit has a section of RL people asking people to draw them, but the pictures are no bueno.
Yeah.
Almond the Painter says. Here we go, I apply to this competition for young artists. 40 of us get picked out of an 100, representative stuff mostly, not to be a selfish cunt, but I am the only one there who has an actual refined landscape with a figure. A lot of people came up and were amazed, even old heavyweights of the local scene came up and congratulated.
Dude.
Sheer Curry says. What's up, nerds? Future
Curry, what's
Oil
up?
Painter says. You made the butt too small, Luth. You gotta make that booty bigger. Sheer Curry says. Which one, Alman?
I'm not drawing good at all.
QFX says. LOL, getting judged in art is a bitch, all subjective. Future Oil Painter says. Almonth, you should have gone Happy Gilmore on those judges. QFX says. Unless you judge the portrayal of realism.
What the?
Sheer Curry says. Boobs are too small.
I'm not putting the Curry. I'm not putting the
QFX
hand
says. What's that dark piece between her cheeks? She pumping out something there.
The whole thing anatomically, the more I look at this, it just cannot be correct.
Almond the painter says. I look at the exhibition catalog and they massacred my painting and printed it like it is bleached and made me look like an amateur in my synopsis. They ignored the one I sent them. And some ballpoint painting got the grand prize. And there I stand, not only left without my well-deserved prize but disrespected and misrepresented.
You need to tell them that, man. That just sucks. I don't know what else to say. That's horrible.
QFX says. Some people really grow an ego when put in a position of power. QFX says. When they're told to paint something it's Picasso level lel. Sher Curry says. Some people grown an ego without that position. Almond the painter says. I am going to go off on those fuckers and pull my painting from the exhibition. Future oil painter says. This is what you let the air out of their tires. Almond the painter says. Sorry for the rant folks, but I am still under slight shock. Sher Curry says.
Y'all let them know, man.
Almond, these competitions are great for exposure. Winning isn't that important.
Yeah, but he's been misrepresented because his exposure is that painting, and so like the thing that gets to me with that is that they did a washed out image. They didn't take the one that he sent, right? They took his. It was probably in person. They took a picture. They didn't take his well done photo. They took a picture, put it out there, and sent it out, and it looked like shit. But this is my question, Nauman. Did all the other paintings look good as well, or did they take bad pictures of them too? Because if they took everybody else's pictures but redid yours, then that's a problem. But I can't see them doing that. That wouldn't make much sense.
Almond the painter says. I get it, but even that part they fucked up. Almond the painter says. Yes, I am looking at the catalog as we speak. QFX says. Judging also sometimes involved how much they like you or even know you. Almond the painter says. It's why I am so furioso. Sher Curry says. Damn.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Almond the painter says. Anyways, time for some whiskey and bong hits. Laura Dreams says.
I'm with you on the whiskey,
Hey,
not the
look,
bong hits.
What's up besides? Future oil painter says. Forget about it. Laura Dreams says. You know.
Louder. Is this Laura? Wait, Laura's here? 1 second. Sorry, I don't have my phone up. I need to get my phone. Is she on YouTube? Laura. Laura. So I got to go in about 3 or 4 minutes. But I will try to stream tonight. Try to stream it. Sure, my drawing
Future
class. I'll be
oil
around
painter
tonight.
says. Laura. I have. Cousin named Laura.
I have cousin named Laura.
Laura Dreams says. Nice reference.
Wrong. Thanks, Laura. Oh, Laura. Balls, 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 sack.
Laura Dreams says.
That look right? Probably not.
We could all aspire to have such toned gluts and legs. Future Oil Painter says. Look, you remember at this point I had gone overboard making long lines connecting from head to toe.
Yeah. I mean, trying to word this up naturally. I'm trying to also get back in practice. I haven't been able to draw that much because I've been working on so many other things. So far behind in literally everything, man. Can't seem to catch up. But can't quit. Because I want
Sheer
to get
Curry
back to my
says.
work. I can feel I'm out
I
of
bet she
practice.
has a hard time sitting with that behind.
It's just one of the. That's the sacrifice I'm willing to make. I mean, she's fake.
Laura Dreams says. Right. QFX says. She can sit on my lap, nice and comfy. Future Oil Painter says. She probably doesn't carry all her credit cards in her back pocket wallet. QFX says. Then she can choke me out with those legs. Future Oil Painter says. She looks like kind of girl that will be dumping men left and right. Laura Dreams says. You're so serious today, Lewis. All good. I miss your
No,
quirky videos. I
I
know
well, I
editing
was
is a
just
bit of
working
a
on one
burden,
before here.
but any plans to do a fun video soon?
Yes, yeah. I'm working on one right now. I got. You'll see. Get this green screen back here. Green screen. See? Some good Bebe action. He was using this in it. It looks real too. What I've done is really good. My dad's in it watching this stuff on the couch. So yeah, I'm like not telling you exactly what's happening, but there's some good stuff in it. I'm remembering
Future
like
Oil
it's
Painter
been a
says.
while.
Baby easel. Sheer
Baby easel.
Curry says. No way the tiny easel.
Yeah.
Laura Dreams says,
I'm putting
Killer
it to use.
doll.
It's back here.
QFX says, is that representative of something? Windy City 1828 says, does Lewis make quirky videos?
Windy City, you haven't seen my videos? You haven't seen any of the Bebe fights? There's some really good ones.
Laura Dreams
all sorts
says,
of them.
Windy City, look up his actual videos.
Yeah,
Sue Funny.
I'm like,
Windy City
don't look at the
1828 says, no.
not the
Sheer
critique
Curry
videos.
says,
Don't look at
I
those.
didn't know the mullet could be removed.
Yeah,
looks
I have like
wrong.
duct tape. I know.
Future Oil Painter says, there he is. QFX says, last video was like 2 years ago, LOL.
Yeah, it was, and that's been bothering me so bad. So I've been working on the video. Like I actually did the audio today, and like the script for it. I finished writing the script, and then I read out the audio for, or like I read the script.
Windy City 1828 says,
I have everything spliced.
okay, I will Laura.
Yeah,
He has a good sense of humor.
I'm looking at I already have done most of the baby skits in it. I might do one more, but I still need to edit part of it. But yeah, it's I'm getting back in. It probably won't be the best video ever, but it's gonna be damn funny. So guys, I got to get going. I have to run right now. I got to get Dad,
Future
get back
Oil
here
Painter
and time to
says,
set everything else up.
my 5-year-old loved it when you would hurt yourself.
Yeah, well, something like that happens in this. Yeah, I'm always like
Sheer Curry
doing
says,
rolls and all sorts of stuff.
LMAO, what kind of kid are you raising?
They
Windy City
like seeing people get
1828
hurt.
says, bye.
Yeah, anyway, guys, I got to get going. I'll see y'all. I'll be back on tonight. I'm going to film the class.
Future Oil Painter says, LOL.